Don't take a
PVA.
shower.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, Eagle and Jay. Thank you guys. So there we are. So, and we'll have to try that out. I'm pretty sure that I'm very sure that we're able to do that. It's got a much lower temperature when it comes to instead of this stuff right here. So
Yeah, I tried not to avoid the shipping question, but I would like to just stress one thing. Rather than tell everybody it's coming, you'll know your printer's coming because we're Skyping with you and walking through the training on it. I have some slots open for later this week, and we will be contacting some of you guys tomorrow, at least 2 more. What it is it's 2 Skype sessions. The first one, we go through tramming, the general software, and we print something in plasticine. That saturates me, saturates you, that's a good starter. We let that sit a couple of days, and then we do a second one where we print ABS. At that point, once we print it on your printer, the ABS, so Les tomorrow night, ABS, okay? And I believe Ken, you're the night after. I have to look. And we are writing this down. I said that because I've been so distracted I actually got a couple of dates mixed up. But that says your printer is ready to go. We've done the prints, we've done the training. If you haven't done the Skype call, you know the printer's not shipping. And I apologize for that. I wish I could do 60 of these all at one day. But we're trying to make sure that each one that goes has had lots of good run time. I'm not going to ship one that worked for 13 minutes and then it's done. So anything that leaves here will have hours of actual printing experience. They will be not printing virgins. So there you go. And one of those hours will be with you and me on the Skype call.
anything which could possibly shake out will shake out.
Yeah.
Okay. 99% of the stuff is up. Okay. So you go and Jay says, just point to my printer existing back there somewhere. Unfortunately, it's not in this room.
Actually, your base is in the back room.
Yeah. And Pro Guy says mine should be there. Should be well broken in. Yes.
Actually, yours has about 25 hours on it now.
Yeah.
So.
And it's looking really good too, Pro Guy.
And you made the right decision, because I until we cleaned it out and blew it out, I had 3 more times it turned itself off. So I didn't know if we told everybody that,
No,
but
we haven't.
Once we took the power supply out and blew it off, a couple of chips came out. So we'd been drilling the holes those 2 days, trying to put all the little apparatus on, and we had a vacuum cleaner, but apparently some chips got into the power supply, so little metal flakes. That was the problem.
And that was into Pro Guy's power supply.
Yeah. So we will make arrangements. As a matter of fact, I want to do a Skype call with you, or just see you next weekend. So I know during the week you're busy, and I won't leave before Friday anyway. But I can see where that could happen. So again, fantasy. No, we're going to do that. So let us get back to work here pretty quick. If there's anything else that you guys want to ask away. Otherwise, in 2 or 3 minutes, we're going to sign off for tonight. We apologize; it's not a more robust week for you.
Well,
but a lot of things have been happening. It's just
the retract, instead of having to use any kind of turtle head or anything like that, the retract looks like it's going to be a good solution.
But the great solution is still a gate valve, and don't let me say otherwise. To me, valving, when it finally gets perfected, will be an amazing thing, because it will take us to the next level. But
Yeoman asks, are the filters included with the system, or can we get it?
I've cut the slot for it in the top.
Yeah.
So I feel bad. I want to include the filters, but I don't know. It's something you can get at Target. We've been using one from Target, and that was a question. Well, you recommend one from Target? Hold on a second. I got it. I got it right here. Just give me a second.
Excellent. So, also, for those people who were asking about filament suppliers, because I got a couple questions earlier this week, DeCosta, I'm going to check out Octave.com, and I'm going to get a couple of spools from them. We have a couple of Chinese suppliers that we do like. and then we have a couple that we do not like. We'll make those recommendations, and just so everybody knows, when we do have those recommendations, they will be posted. You'll have total and complete access to them, and then yeah, it'll be good.
See, I put this between me and Hutch. I can't smell them at all. It's awesome. And it's not even plugged in. Alright, so here's how it works. It runs off 12 volts. And normally, it also has the filters in it, just in case you guys didn't see that. The filters on the inside. And they're got a nice pull. And inside is the second carbon filter.
Yep.
So, that's what made us... The packaging on these is really well done. The quality of it was surprising. I was thinking Target bah humbug. I know I've said that before, so redundantly I'll say it again. I was pleasantly surprised. That said, it runs off 12 volts. And that was ideal because we just happen to have lots of 12 volts available in the system. Okay? So,
I'm getting to it, Greg. Hold on a second.
Yeah. He's going to give you a SKU number. You've got this. This plugs into here. So, here is the deal. If we don't ship this with it, we will have the slot in the top cover. And all you have to do is they're not wood screws, but they're self-tapping plastic screws. They just screw into the top here, and they'll hold it in place. The bottom slips up, goes over, and oops! Hey, look, it's very durable too. So there's a lip in here. This goes up, pushes in the lip, and then it hangs from there. And these two guys screw in here. Now the nice thing is the control panel's right there in front of you when you open the door, and here is the negative, or not the negative. Here's the part where you get to do something. If you see, this has a nice cable that it's attached to. It is 6 feet long. Okay, you have to cut the cable, strip it back, and there is two connectors. There's one connector, 2 pins, and it's marked on the inside of the system where you put this. So I have no desire to buy this and mark it up. I've found that it packaged well, it's out of the way, and it actually works.
Yeah.
So if somebody wants me to stick it on their system, email us, Skype us while we're talking about checking out your system, and we'll make some form of arrangement. In my heart, I would love to install it and ship it. First thing is with this hanging during shipment, I think it's not going to be realistic that it's a smart move.
No.
So
we'll have to figure out some other kind of packaging.
this will have to be installed by you with there or reinstalled. I have no problem to get the cables, and you know what? We might be able to find these wires this week, and if we can, we'll pre-wire it so you just plug it in, and that would be maybe the best. So you pick up your own filter, and did you put the link up there? Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Look at that, $51.99 online. That is an amazing price. For something that actually works.
And it's free shipping too, because it's just over $50.
And it's named after Sherlock, so you can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
I've been watching Elementary. I like that program. It's a little bit crazy, but aren't we all? All right.
Passionate.
Passionate.
Yeah.
So there's the song and dance about the filter, and yeah, for sure, it'll be set up for that. And if you think you got the slot in the top and you don't want it, you just want a blank piece of acrylic, I guess I'll work something out where I did machine. I haven't got them all machined, so we can leave some blank ones and you can fend for yourself.
Yeah.
It seemed like it made more sense to try and filter the air locally than to try and do a whole room. If you want to go out and spend $500 on a large room filter, have at it. I'm not going to stop anybody for that. And it might be that does a better job. I can't tell you. We don't have enough experience with that. But it's outside the scope of the printer for sure. We originally had planned on just exhausting the printer, but it seems like it makes more sense to be locally purifying and not run too much fresh air into it. A, from a build lift-off sticky standpoint, and B, that it raises the temperature a little bit, so you have a little bit more ambient rise there, up to the 40-50 degree C range, and then that works good, works better. I'm very much interested to see how things stick in Minnesota.
Yes.
During the dry winter. Oh, there is one other little thing I'm going to pass off. I just remembered that too. I apologize. Experimenting with some new methods for sticking.
Oh, yes.
And we have some geometry methods. where we're placing holes and injecting the plastic in the corners in those holes is kind of like stakes in a circus tent, and those attach to the raft.
Yeah.
So I'll let you guys know how that works out. To me, that's a very interesting solution because it has a much more robust capability, and since that will work on the aluminum plates that we use. So
I
good.
like that.
Anyway, any more questions?
Okay. Well, now that it looks like Target's now down. Looks like,
What did they buy them all?
I think they did.
You guys bought all these already?
Yeah.
I'll bet you that was
What? David.
Gaipa.
Yeah.
I bet you just bought them all. And you're going to double the price and sell them back to us.
Okay. The cost just says we just ordered this.
Smart move. Hey, you know what? Put them next to the printer you're printing with. You won't regret it.
Yep. Oh, you and Jay says I didn't order mine yet.
That's because you're going to get 5.
Yeah.
I put it in my cart though. Nice.
Yeah.
Don't forget the popcorn.
Mm-hmm. Pro Guy asked a question. I'm sorry, we skipped right and glanced right over it. So it wasn't a software problem.
What wasn't a software problem?
When we moved the engine around, we banged into it not the engine, but the system when he was here. That's when it turned off. That's when Carl was talking about the power supply just went, and we were kind of went, what just happened?
The power going off randomly on the system was caused by metal flakes in the power supply. That's what it looked like. Yeah. We haven't had any more issues with it for the last 5 days since we cleaned it out and blew it off.
Mm-hmm. And so what Pro Guy is saying, or asking, so everybody knows about the software problem is when we try to do this print, which did actually successfully finish. It was this print that did not, because of the little handshake or the acknowledge that Carl was talking about earlier throughout the entire broadcast. That's what he's specifically saying. And that was a software issue.
Tomorrow morning I will set Hutch up with the floor printers that are on his bench, and we will start testing the acknowledge in mass. I expect it to work well. And you have to understand, because of the 2 different acknowledge signals, we couldn't just go throw this randomly on, because I have to start at the bootloader level, replace all the bootloaders because they talk with a different protocol now, and then from there it's easy to do firmware software upgrades. But I didn't want to tear down the printers that we were testing with firmware that wasn't functioning yet. Now it's functioning to a level we can go do that. So first thing in the morning, we have like 27 printers in the 2 rooms here. I mean, they're everywhere. And well, show them. They're lined up on the floor. They're in the other room. This is all over the place. So we have to go through each and every one of these and redo the bootloader in the 407.
Yep.
And then the old version of Repetier no longer works.
Yeah. So we've got to update all of the software, all the drive images.
No, it's just you don't have to do the drive image.
Well, it might be a little bit easier.
Memory stick, just the memory stick.
Just
right click.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Thank you. The zip and ship functionality
works nice.
So I forgot about that.
Yeah. If any of you guys have multiple computers where you're going to be running Repetier for viewing, slicing, previewing, then we got a nice little feature on there that just you stick your memory stick in the side of the printer.
Yep.
And you right click zip and ship, and it ships it to a USB stick, and it automatically finds the memory stick, zips it up, and shoves it out. That way you can share the latest configuration the printers in automatically with as many people as you want in your work group, and that'll help you to be able to run common software revision levels easier.
John Hubbard just asked an excellent question, which is there enough room for the filter in my smaller system, the system 23? We haven't tried that yet. We got a 20.
I haven't.
23 in the other room.
I haven't found the space for it in the 23, but I'll look. I'll try.
We got to try it.
Well, I just don't know. I mean, there's a low volume to work with. So John, we'll look at that. We'll figure that out.
So good question. Thank you.
Yeah. Again, we hadn't thought we could get away with putting a filter in it until we went to the 30. The extra volume made a big difference for us.
Yeah. It says John says, okay, I'm glad I did not order from Target just yet.
Actually, you may want to put it right next to your machine, because When we were doing the laser,
Yeah.
it was stinking up the place. So I put the filter right where it was drawing the air out, and it made a big difference. So
we were using the laser on an engine, not on a system.
No, I mean, come on. Real men don't use systems. They use engines when they're using laser.
But we wanted to test out how it was going to be in an open area versus a closed area.
I can still see out of one eye. That's pretty good, isn't it?
That's right. You can only make left turns now. Yeah.
Well, it is infrared, so the green I was looking through was fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, he says that is what I was thinking. I could mount it outside if necessary. Okay, Eagle and Jay says I already showed Carl what filter I got to go cover the rest of the printer.
You're cleaning half of New Jersey. Don't even worry about it. Just stick with the filter you got. We're talking about those of us that are humble and lovable servants that can only afford a filter of this size. You know, I mean,
it works. You know.
Is it true you had to bring 480 3-phase power in to run your filter there?
Oh, he asks, have you inhaled the air here? Yeah. Yes, I have.
Hey, New Jersey's not bad.
No.
Not compared to Seoul. Or Beijing. You talk about nasty air. Beijing has got the worst.
Carteret was kind of rough. Carteret, New Jersey was kind of rough, but that's because we were right next to shipyards. But
got all that fresh ocean air. That's amazing.
When the sea breeze comes in, it brings in all those fumes, and so you're smelling it all day long. That in Elizabethtown. So let's see. He says no. That inline blower is actually quite small. The filter on the end is huge because I wanted the carbon to last.
Nice.
Very cool. So we have nothing against New Jersey. It's just,
we don't know anything about it. I know it's next to New York and it's north of North Carolina or Virginia or something, but it's the forgotten state from here. Matter of fact, in school they say there might be a state named New Jersey. Down in Georgia they teach you about the Civil War and how New Jersey and New York attacked the South. My little boys here, I grew up in California. I got to tell you, the way they teach history in California is not the same way they teach history in Georgia. It's amazing to see the difference. So, anyway.
Yes. This is Jay says, seriously, you're filtering one printer. I'm gearing up to filter more than that.
Wow.
Okay. Yeoman says, you could print that air turbine Dremel thingy. Yes. Thank you for bringing that up. He's absolutely correct. Yeoman, thank you. Yes, you are right. And we will.
Actually, I already have a Dremel attachment that works great. So I am, no, I haven't been playing with it. It's sitting in the drawer over here. We have like a dozen new things. We're just holding them back. We're hoping that we get everybody's stuff out there. And that like 2 weeks before Christmas, we're going to say, hey, if anybody wants to get a present for yourself, anyway.
Yeah.
So we're exercising extreme self-control by not playing with the new toys. You saw the tool tree loaded up with a lot of the apparatus. Well, we got way more than that in the wings, especially if the tire gauge project works.
Oh yeah.
And some other stuff.
Oh yeah. Eagle One J says, "Oh, don't let that be the print that goes wrong. Spins so fast. Chocolate for Christmas? Possibly."
I am concerned about the speed it spins at. 60,000 RPM seems a bit stiff. A lot of centripetal force. So we'll see how it works. I just I'm going to work on that later.
Yeah.
So stocking stuffer print heads. You can't go wrong with that. I mean, every kid wants his own print head in his stocking stuffer, and they fit, and they're Christmas colors too.
Mm-hmm. And they work.
Well, that's wow.
I know.
That's a real bonus.
Triple threat.
They work.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys.
Yes.
It's time for me to knock it off tonight because we got another thing going on at 10 o'clock with somebody in another country. So we bid all of you guys a pleasant evening. 1,000 thank yous again for all of your support and all your great ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And we look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, Les.
Yes.
And that's true.
John Hubbard says the government might not be working, but we know you are.
There's no
Yes.
question about that. We're doing
Right.
enough. You can tell those guys stay on vacation. We got it covered. Anyway, blessings on all of you, and thank you very much. And I look forward to our future Skype calls and shipping you guys something.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
And if Carl's going to be leaving, or Carl and I possibly will be leaving this coming weekend, then just let you guys know there won't be a broadcast on Sunday, but we'll let everybody know well in advance. And I'm sorry that I've been lax up to that particular point because we were working on this other stuff. So, but you will know ahead of time.
It'll
So,
be posted early.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you guys. All right. Good night.